Number 10. Dentists can't tell whether or not you floss. Gah! Your teeth don't have to look like this for your dentist to know you're not flossing.
I know.
Cavity-causing plaque can form between your teeth if food and bacteria get trapped there.
Come on, fight that plaque!
Brushing can't reach between your teeth, but flossing can. Only about 10% of Americans floss every day. Up to 46% of adults over age 30 in the US have some form of gum disease. And don't think that flossing right before going to the dentist will fool them. They'll know. They always know. That's one of many hygiene myths we'll debunk in today's episode. This is Your Body On, the top 10 hygiene myths. Number 9. You need to wash your hair every day. Look at that luxurious mane. That person must wash their hair every day.
Me?
Well, no, probably not. Washing every day damages your hair follicles. It rinses away all the natural oils your hair needs to be strong and healthy, leaving it dry and brittle. So skip the shampoo for a day or two to give yourself a healthy do. Number 8. Brushing your hair frequently makes it shiny. 98, 99, 100.
My turn.
You've heard brushing your hair 100 times a day will keep it shiny. While it's partially true, we don't recommend it. Brushing your hair distributes the natural oils from your follicles down to the ends of your hair, helping it shine. But studies have found that brushing your hair too often can lead to breakage and cause more of it to fall out. Over 50% of women will experience some balding, and 85% of men will have significant hair loss by the time they're 50. If you brush too much, your hair won't shine for long. Number 7. Shaving makes your hair thicker and darker. Men shave around 16,000 times in their lifetime, while women shave less than half that. But does shaving make your hair thicker? No, but it might look that way. That's because shaved body hair has a blunt tip, which is thicker and darker at the root. As it grows, it gets thinner and lighter at the end. If you don't give your hair a chance to grow, you're only seeing the thicker root of your hair. So don't let that 5 o'clock shadow fool you. Number 6. Public toilets are breeding grounds for germs. It makes sense, doesn't it? Public toilets must be covered in germs.
Yes and no.
A 2014 study found that after an hour of use, public bathroom surfaces had 500,000 bacteria per 6.5 centimeters squared.
Yum.
That may seem like a lot, but the good news is that bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella don't survive for long on most bathroom surfaces. And surprisingly, the toilet seat was not the dirtiest surface. Sink faucets and soap dispensers had much higher numbers of bacteria.
Bacteria was my father. Call me Carl.
And were prime breeding grounds for cold and flu viruses. Here's a pro tip. Use soap and water to wash your hands for 20 to 30 seconds. Then use a paper towel to turn off the faucet. Number 5. Garlic helps a stuffy nose. On TikTok, you might have seen someone shoving a clove of garlic up their nose to relieve a stuffy snout. Garlic contains olein and allicin. These compounds have potent antiviral and antibacterial properties that can reduce your risk of catching a cold by 63%. But your best chance of getting these benefits is by eating the garlic, not sniffing the stuff.
14.
Sticking anything up your nasal canal will cause mucus to build up and rush out when you remove the garlic.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
And if a garlic clove gets stuck in your nose, it can lead to an infection. You're better off resting and hydrating to fight your cold. Number 4. You should apply antiperspirant in the morning. I hate to tell you, but you're doing it wrong.
Of course not.
No, the deodorant doesn't go on after you dress. It goes on before you go to bed.
What?
Antiperspirants are deodorants that contain active aluminum-based compounds that block the sweat glands, keeping your armpits dry. But antiperspirant doesn't work as well when you put it on wet skin. Your sweat glands are less active at night, so your skin can absorb the sweat-fighting aluminum better then. One study found that using the product at night decreased perspiration by 20% the next day. Number 3. Using mouthwash constantly. Mouthwash is great at rinsing out some of that bacteria between your teeth. Ah, minty fresh. But using it too much can kill the good bacteria your mouth needs and disturb your oral microbiome that helps keep your teeth and gums healthy.
Open your mouth, let me see.
You could end up with bleeding gums and sensitive teeth. If your mouthwash is alcohol-based, using it too much can also dry out your mouth, which can cause or worsen canker sores. Using mouthwash is fine, but be aware of the risks. You're better off brushing and flossing twice daily for a healthy mouth. Number 2. Hot water is best for washing hands. 18, 19, 20. COVID-19 has made us even more aware of the importance of washing our hands. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration advises restaurant workers to wash their hands in water around 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
And that's how we keep our restaurant clean.
But in 2017, a study found that cold water temperatures were just as effective for killing bacteria. Hot water can also dry your hands and cause the skin to crack. And heating all that hot water for washing our hands creates 6 million tons of CO2 emissions.
But it's so warm.
It's not just germs and dirt you need to wash away, though. It's all that sweat after a workout, right? Number 1. Wash your face after working out. Sweat can cause clogged pores and pimples. Whew. Working out can do wonders for your complexion and help your body heal, but washing your sweaty face with soap isn't necessary. Some dermatologists say you don't need to scrub the sweat off of your face with soap since sweat is a natural cleanser. It contains the antibiotic dermcidin, which combats harmful bacteria. So a light rinse with plain water should do just fine. These hygiene myths may have surprised you, but they're nothing compared to the 10 surprising facts about your body we'll look at on another episode of Your Body On.